I'm Ruby Sharlow, and this is Louisiana on Fire.
What's up, Louisiana? This is Tim Davis, and you're watching Louisiana on Fire. Today, I have some astounding, fabulous guests that I'm so excited to speak to today. Mr. Jack Sharlow and Miss Ruby Sharlow. So you guys probably know Tim's Kitchen. These are his parents here. So I want to thank you guys for letting us come to your home today in Sunset. And it smells absolutely amazing in here. We didn't ask her, but if she's cooking for us, but she's cooking for us. Some gumbo. And it smells just like Tim's Kitchen's gumbo, but you'll find out that it's actually different. So we'll get into that later though. But thank you guys for giving us the time today. I really appreciate it.
Goodness, we're happy about that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, so I'm gonna go and get right into it. So because you guys already told me. So Mr. Jack is going to be 90 this year. And Miss Ruby, which I'm never gonna ask a woman her age, so don't worry about that. But you guys have been here in Louisiana, right? Born and raised in Louisiana?
Born and raised.
Wow. So where you guys are from originally?
Okay, I was born here in Sunset, and we moved in Churchport when I was 6 weeks old. So my mother told me.
Right.
And he was born and raised in Churchport.
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 That's where y'all from,
My
huh?
God. We lived in the Louisiana cotton fields.
In the cotton fields.
As a young girl, I can remember us walking miles to get to church.
Miles just to go to church. And it's a daily thing?
Sundays.
Sundays.
During the season of Lent,
right.
we would do daily thing.
Right. And you guys had to walk there and walk back.
Walk along the railroad track.
Wow. And look, Mr. Jack said he wasn't born in the cane fields.
He wasn't walking no railroad track.
No, I wasn't born in the cane field. I just cut cane for 7 years.
Cutting cane for 7 years.
I was cutting for money.
Wow. And back then you weren't working at those times?
I started working after I had all 7 of my children.
Okay.
Started working in the cafeteria.
Right.
I took a job where I could leave with them in the mornings and be home with them in the afternoons.
Right.
Heavenly Father gave me the strength to do that.
Those kids was running y'all wild?
No, not him.
Oh, he wasn't there. Mr. Jack wasn't there.
He was there, but he didn't have to say a word. All he had to do was walk in.
And they got quiet.
Yeah,
he is a man of very few words from what you told me.
In the few words he said, you better listen. They learn real quick.
Real quick. Now you said whenever you met him.
Good man.
Very good man.
Good husband.
Yes.
Good provider.
From what I've already picked up with Tim Senior is that you guys have been excellent parents because he is a gentleman and he's amazing. He's amazing. So you guys did right with your kids for sure.
We sure
Absolutely.
tried very hard. I remember my oldest son. Every time someone would come home, where's your mom? Oh, she in the hospital. He thought I had another baby. He said, after we had number 7, that was Janelle, and I told him, I said, I'm going to the hospital, and I'm going to come back with another baby. He said, where are you going to put it? I said, we found room for you, didn't we?
Right.
But Mom, we don't have no room. I said, yes, we do.
You're gonna make room.
We're gonna make room.
Right. See, because you guys have 7 kids. My dad is one of 7 as well, and my mom is one of 12. So how was it for you guys at that time with a number of kids, at that time? Because nowadays, personally, I have 2 kids. What you'll see 2, 3, 4, but those big families.
We were thought that the big families was the family of the church. Okay, so we did what we were told to do, I guess.
Right. Right.
But after you get to number 7, you begin to wonder if that you should go any further.
Right.
But after I had number 7, I couldn't have any more.
Okay. 7 is a that's
Seven
a,
is
that's a,
heaven.
7 is heaven. That's a lucky number.
That's right.
That's
And
a lucky
I have
number.
my sister, younger than, she's dead, and his brother. My sister was married to his brother. She had 12.
Wow.
And we lived next door to each other. And we all came up like a big family.
Big family.
And all her children exceeded. Doctors, nurse, lawyers, even a judge.
Wow.
Out of that little small town of Church Point.
Right.
I'll never forget the first day I said to myself, this is it, we are leaving. I tried to get my daughter a job, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In those days, they would give you a job during the summer. It was, you'd go to this meeting, and they would pick the children, okay?
Right.
And why they let me go to that meeting? Well, anyway, they had picked every white child, excuse me, and
That's what happened.
the doctor's daughter, the lawyer's daughter. I said, hey, wait a minute, what's going on?
Right.
These children don't need this job. There is a lot of poor, now I wasn't just talking about the black kids.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a lot of poor kids in here who need this job. Well, if I am going to have to deal with this, I'm going straight to Crawley and report this.
Right.
Oh, no. I bet you they start picking the poor kids. I said, you don't have to pick mine, but
Right.
they did. Because I could not believe they were doing that.
You were standing up for something.
You have to. If you don't stand up for what's right, you will never be right.
Right.
You
I like
have
that.
to. I did a lot of things that I really put myself in a little bit of danger. I remember one Sunday, I missed Mass. And there was an 11 o'clock Mass at the white church. I said, oh, I told Jack, I said, I'm going to church. He looked at me, I said, yes, I am.
Mm.
I took my kids, 3 of them, I believe, and I did go to the church. And I was welcome. Everybody there knew me. I was the only black in there, which didn't know the difference. But they accepted me. I was fine.
Right. Right.
Took a lot of chances.
Yeah.
But I figured God does not make difference. He created all of us in his own image and likeness. Why he would want us to be together?
Right.
So I took my chances and I didn't let nothing and nobody hold me back.
Right.
I did it the right way, but I didn't let nobody hold me back. He was quiet. He was on the quiet side, but he went along with me.
Oh, of course.
And
Of course.
He told me, if you move to Lafayette, I'm going to go visit you on the weekends because I'm not leaving.
Mr. Jake said he's not going to laugh yet.
But he was glad after we got there.
Right.
You have to give your children a chance. And there was nothing in Church Point.
Mm.
I loved it, my little town. I loved it, the community, because it was a community. Everybody knew everybody. But the kids had to do better for themselves.
Right.
And they couldn't do it there. And I always was hungry for success. Didn't quit.
Didn't quit at all. I'm glad you guys didn't, because you guys have like really paved the way for the rest of us.
Right.
You know, so thank you guys for that, because I don't know what you guys experienced at that time. You know, but I'm interested to know. You know, I'm interested to know.
A lot.
Because the way we're in 2024 now. You know, so I can only speak of what I've come across, which today it's still not great, but it is probably better than what things were for you.
Definitely better.
Right.
Now you can go anywhere you want. And to top it off, which this might be getting ahead of myself, just most of all of my grandsons married white girls.
Right.
So I have a mixed up family.
Mm-hmm.
Indian, African, American, white, we just have a potpourri family.
Potpourri. I like that. I was gonna say a gumbo because you guys. That's what you guys. Everybody know you guys from is gumbo.
Family.
A potpourri family.
And we love them all. It didn't matter
Right.
what color or what background they came from.
Yeah.
We accepted them
Right.
with open arms.
That's amazing.
Oh, and Lord, I'll never forget when Wayne, that's my oldest son,
Mm-hmm.
he was so smart. I'm not saying it because he's my child.
You're not biased at all.
Oh my, not at all. I would tell him, he said, Mom, this, excuse me.
No, go right ahead.
I'm gonna
You a busy woman. Y'all busy. Y'all busy family.
Hello.
Busy family. Look.
I am I'm in an interview right now, honey. I'll call you back, okay?
Look
Okay,
at that.
bye-bye.
See?
It's my sister. When the girls started, I said, Wayne, do you want to be, do you want to live? He said, well, of course I do. But I said, you can't be with that white girl because you know what's going to happen.
At those
And
times.
oh, no. That would have been a no-no.
Right.
But it happened anyway. But he didn't.
Right.
He married a beautiful black woman
Mm-hmm.
from Alabama. But anyway, in those days, you had better not.
Right.
And that would bother me. Because I knew boys at that age looking for any girl they could get.
Didn't matter what color.
They didn't care what color, what they do. They were just looking for a girl.
Right. Right. They were just looking for somebody that sparked their interest in
That's
the beauty
right.
and everything.
And that did Wayne.
Right.
The others was okay.
Okay.
And then, first of all, he was going to be a priest.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He decided not to be a priest when he was in college.
Wow. So you got away to college and said, it's not for me.
No, not being a priest. I don't think I can do that.
Right.
But he did an excellent doctor, so whatever you're put here to do, if you listen to the words, you will do it and do it right. We taught them to be honest, do not steal,
Mm-hmm.
do not lie, and do not try to fool your parents.
Especially Mr. Jack, the man of few words
What?
there.
No.
That was the one, huh?
And he taught them how to do everything. Mow yards, fix the cars, wash cars, everything that a young man in those days had to do, he taught them.
Really?
But guess what? I sure didn't teach my daughters how to cook.
No? So the daughters don't cook? What?
Very seldom.
Really?
Listen, the boys, Wayne's wife does not cook. And it's so funny. I said, Mom, I have to go because I got to go put my food on. I don't say that. Say that's them. She don't know how, I guess. I don't know. When I first gave her the cookbook, she said, Mom, I love the book. I went through all of it. I said, it's not a novel. It's a cookbook. Use
You
it.
got to use it. You're not reading it just to read
Yeah,
it.
no, she was reading
Just to read it. This is a beautiful book. This is a
But anyway, they're fine. If that's the way they want to live,
right.
I always stay in the right lane.
Mm. Stay in the right lane.
Oh yeah, don't meddle with their marriages.
Right. Just
Let them be. Pray for them.
Mhm.
I hope they do the best. That's all I can say. I worked with my two daughter-in-laws for 20 years.
20
and
years.
we're still speaking.
I was going to say, you never strangled them or nothing, huh?
No, Trevor went to strangle me. But no, they never ever disrespected me. No.
I mean, there's no reason to. But then you got this gentleman over here, don't want to get on his bad side either.
They was. And I mean, walking in the kitchen, everybody was quiet.
Right. Just his presence
Yes.
would just
This
get
is
everybody
true.
quiet.
This is present.
Right. Wow. Now look, when I came in this morning, Mr. Jack was on the treadmill, almost 90 years old. What's y'all excuse? All right?
Young people, Keep your heart rate good.
Right. Now, I did want to ask this. So you guys have been married for how long now? How many years?
68 years.
68 years. Wow.
And he's still getting coffee in bed.
Really?
I told my daughter this morning. She looked at me.
I still treat her the same way I always did.
Didn't change nothing, huh?
No.
I said, Janelle, don't do it. Don't, because I said, you don't get no brownie points for that. She said, you don't have to worry because I'm not. I said, yeah, that's because you've been married 2 times.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So when you guys were younger then, you guys who, I guess Mr. Jack was the one that courted you, huh? How did that come about, the relationship for you guys?
We met. We were living down the street from each other.
Okay.
And I would see him, but I didn't think nothing. We were just friends.
Mm-hmm.
One Sunday morning, we would walk to church. And he said, you want to go to the movie? I said, wait, hold on. Let me go in the house and ask my mama.
Right.
I said, Mama, can I go to the movie? What time? She said, you better be back here before dark.
Definitely.
And that was our first date.
Wow.
Gone to a raggedy movie that we had to go upstairs. Lucky we didn't fall through the ceiling. Because it was the whites downstairs and the blacks upstairs.
Right.
And guess what movie?
I was going to ask, what movie you guys watch?
The Merry Widow.
Really?
Musical. He was so bored he was about to get under the seat.
He just wanted to be next to you. That's
yeah,
what it
that's
was.
what it was.
He just wanted to be next to
And
you.
I love music, so he didn't bother me. He said, never again for this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, just
So what caught your eye about him?
he's so neat, well dressed, and a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't like, you know how the guys, hey, you look great, you this, that, tell you foolishness. Not him.
Not him. Not Mr. Jack,
No.
just.
No foolishness. He didn't. That would have turned me off right away.
Right, right. And Mr. Jack, what caught your eye about Miss Ruby?
I don't know, they had just moved into town. I was living down the street, so I
Yeah.
said somebody stranger. So I guess I'm gonna check out.
See, who's moving in got to make sure that they make the checklist, right? Make sure
Yeah.
they're good. So that's what you did. Then you saw Miss Ruby and
And her daddy was dead then. So
Really?
I figure, well, I
Yeah.
might as well move in.
you ain't had nothing
You
to
know,
worry
I
about
was
then,
going
huh?
to be a nun. I was all ready to enter the convent, and my daddy wouldn't let me go.
Really?
I was too young. I was just graduating from 8th grade.
And you had already decided you wanted to be a nun.
Nuns.
Wow.
None at all. I'm glad I didn't because I wouldn't have my 7 beautiful children.
I was going to say, yeah, like none of this would have been possible.
Yes.
Wow. So you wanted to be a nun.
Yeah.
And so, and then Mr. Jack was still chopping down at the sugar cane.
He did. I could see him every day through the window from my house, and he would go to work on Mondays because you see he had partied out probably the whole weekend, and I would tell him, "Why you didn't go to work today?"
Mm.
I had a headache. So you had a headache.
Partying too much.
I said, "You better start going to work
I was
on Monday."
drinking too.
See, he was drinking too.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yep. Come on. What was now look.
Beer.
Beer. What kind of beer?
Miller.
Yeah, Jack's beer.
Jack's beer.
Miller.
Your own beer.
No.
I drink any kind of beer.
Anything, huh?
He could drink 2 cases of beer and not even get drunk.
What?
I never ever saw him drunk. High, maybe, but not drunk.
Really? Wow. Is that what you think? That's what was keeping you guys young? Is the laughter and the beer and the
Right.
extracurricular activities?
Activities, yes.
But I quit that almost 40 years ago.
The both of them, or just
Drinking
the
and
drink?
smoking.
Really?
I quit both of them at the same time.
Come on.
Never lit another cigarette, never took another drink, and never missed it.
Wow.
He's strong-willed. It,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
If he say you're not gonna do something,
You're not gonna do it.
no. If I tell you I'm not gonna do something, you might persuade me not to.
So I guess the kids will come to you.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Right. Because
Always
daddy
come.
gonna say no.
Mom, can I go here? Go ask your daddy. Mom, he not gonna say, he gonna say no. I said, well, if he say no, it's no. I'm not changing
Right.
what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd rather come to me.
They will come to you. Wow.
I was the easy breezy.
Really? I see, but I still feel like that sternness from you, though.
Oh, that.
I still get that
Yes.
from you. Yeah.
Want to go check her for under that food she cooked.
You gonna check on that food, Mr. Jack?
Well, yeah, told me he was gonna go, but that's okay. He already going.
You want to get up? You want to stretch them legs again? He don't keep still. He don't stop.
Sometimes I want to tie the sofa.
But you give him that coffee in the morning. That's what get him going.
Yeah,
And then so,
for that many years.
wow. How does he like his coffee?
2 teaspoons. And guess what? To make sure I use the right spoon, he put it out.
Make sure he put out the night before.
Yeah, to make sure that's the right spoon. Heaven forbid.
Does the spoon have a certain taste to it or
No,
something?
it's just the right amount of sugar or
Oh,
the right amount of cream. If somebody was bringing me coffee, man, I wouldn't ask no questions.
you got him spoiled.
Yeah.
You got 'em
my daughter
spoiled.
can't get into that.
No?
She said, Mom, how can you do that? I said, it doesn't bother me. I'm okay with that.
All right with that. I mean, 68 years. That's a
Why not?
blessing.
It's too late to change it. Too late.
I don't know what Mr. Jack would do, if you decided, I'm gone. I don't know what he would do. Who gonna make his coffee?
I told him that. I said, you better pray that I don't die before you. Please.
We don't want that. Oh no. We don't want y'all going nowhere at all. At all. And the route that y'all going, I don't see nothing happening because the treadmill and then you cooking every day you cooking?
Every day.
Every day.
Unless there's really a lot left over and you can't throw food away,
Right.
I will do that. But at night, he will eat a sandwich before he eat leftovers.
Really?
I said, Jack, what are you eating? Maybe you can make me a bacon sandwich. When you see that, I hate to cook bacon. I can't eat it.
No.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from it.
No pork. No nuts. Nothing that I love.
I think it's probably the beer and the marijuana that.
kept him.
Yep. I think that's probably what it was.
Because I never drank.
No, see, yeah, that's why he get to eat
I'm
all
a
that.
cocaaholic.
You like them Coca-Colas? Yeah.
And you know what he told me? I'll quit drinking if you stop drinking all that Coke. I said, forget it. You can go ahead and do it. Because I am not.
You're not giving that
I
up.
said, Coke and beer is 2 totally different things.
It is. It is. Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
But I said, that's it. Go ahead. Keep drinking. Because I will continue to drink my Coke.
Do you like regular Coke, Diet Coke, or
Regular.
regular Coke? Got to be.
Yes. I don't drink enough water, but
Yeah. I mean, water's boring.
It
So
is.
yeah, it's boring. I gotta put some with Mio and some, Crystal Light or something.
yeah, in the water.
Right. Now my wife and my daughters, they love water. They can just.
That's good.
I gotta add some flavor to it.
Well, now I start cutting the Coke in half. I put half Coke, half Sprite.
What you do? Half Coke, half Sprite? No, I've never heard of that concoction.
It is. That's what I do. Half Coke, half Sprite.
I'm gonna have to try that.
It's good. Really
Half
is.
Coke, half Sprite, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all better try it. Let me know what
Try
y'all
that.
think.
Yes.
So which one you put first? The Coke first, or
Coke first, then I put the
then you put the Sprite? You put like a little bit or half and half?
half and half. Now at night, I always keep juice by my bed because I might wake up and take a
Get a little
Tylenol,
thirsty.
Yeah. And I put Sprite in it.
Come on.
No, I put Sprite in everything.
Sprite. I would have never thought. Coke and Sprite. Wow. What you think about that, Mr. Jack?
You don't drink Coke.
Don't drink Coke? What you drink?
I drink water.
You drink water.
Water and juice. Every afternoon, he get a big tall glass. He get ice. He pour a grape juice. And what else you put in there?
You know, you got 2 kinds of juice in the bottle.
Yeah, whatever juice they have in the
What?
bottle.
It's not the grape juice, the other juice.
Yeah, he mixed
I
that.
mix them.
He mixed them
You mix
together.
that too,
He
oh.
mixed that about. And he come bring me, let me drink what I wanted. Then he drank the rest. We share, promise you.
Right. Wow. Now so you guys have 7 kids together. That is amazing. I'm gonna ask though, do y'all have let me ask this first. Who gave y'all the most trouble?
Darren.
Yeah. The most trouble out of all 7. Come on. Have y'all ripping your hair out?
Oh my God. Jack used to get out of bed. He would steal off, and they call that the front. And he would get on his bicycle and go on the front. Jack would come in and look at Darren had left, and we had a station wagon. He would go find Darren on the front, put the bicycle in the thing, and bring him home.
Bring them home.
That didn't do any good. The next night he would do the same thing.
Going back to the front.
He liked the street.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. And he worked for us too because he barbecue every Sunday.
Oh.
He's a good guy.
Right.
And he just liked the streets.
Yeah.
Wine, women, and soul. But I prayed for 40 years for that boy.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at him, you say, 45. Timothy was always the praying one.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
He's always the praying one. He didn't give me any, but so hard to handle. We really didn't understand him.
Mm-hmm.
He would draw things every day. He would draw a rose, beautiful yellow rose on everything. The refrigerator, the stools. Jack said, why you let that boy draw that? Leave him.
Mm-hmm.
Let him draw. He really was talented.
Very artistic, huh?
Very. In 2 ways. I called him the Rain Man.
The Rain Man.
Yeah, you remember numbers like that.
That's where Tim Jr. gets that
Yeah.
from.
Brilliant mind, both of them.
That makes sense now. Wow.
Brilliant mind.
Because their memory
Yes.
is crazy. Wow.
I can remember when Wayne, that's my oldest one, was a little boy. I don't remember how old he was, maybe 5, 6. And you know how the wind is sweat?
Right.
The weather?
Yes, ma'am.
And he was in there. I said, what's that way? He said, that's a rocket. I said, what? I said, a rocket to do what? To go to the moon? How he got that through his skull, I have no idea.
Wow.
But they were gifted.
Right.
We didn't know what that was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew, but you don't think you could convince anybody else.
No.
You tell that to somebody, oh, you're doing nothing but bragging on your children. Of course you're supposed to brag on them.
Right.
If they're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them when they're doing good and tell them when they're doing bad. And Wayne, with the teacher, the 8th grade teacher, gave him a college entry exam to enter college.
Right.
He made an E. She said, don't you dare tell him. Don't tell him, and I didn't. She said, because I had enough trouble keeping him way on his level.
Right. So
He
don't
was
tell him.
way ahead.
Right. Wow. So you guys had to.
Tim too.
Did you really?
Tim started medical school.
He didn't tell us that. He didn't tell us that.
Yes, he did.
Wow. See, we're gonna get more. We're gonna get to
More out
that.
of
We're gonna
me,
get to
Because
that.
he's not gonna remember half of the things I do. He don't have that good a memory.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
He went to the seminary, some part of Texas. I forgot the. 2 weeks later, he said, "Come get me." I said, "Well, I thought you." He said, "All we did was rake leaves the whole time. But I didn't come here to rake leaves."
It's not why I came here.
So,
I could do
no.
this at home.
No way, Mom. Come get me.
And that was it.
That was it. He never thought about the priesthood after that.
Wow.
Now, Wayne told me that's my son. He said, if I would have been as smart as Timothy, I would have finished medical school in 3 years. That boy would never, ever study for a test and always made an A. And Julie would say,
wish.
I studied half the night and he made an A. And I made a B or a C.
Right.
She said, that's not fair. Very, very smart, really and truly.
Right.
And I have a lot of gifted, great grandchildren. They are testing 2 of them now.
Come on.
Really and truly.
Got a family just full of just
And
very.
my sister Joanne's family was, God, she was so smart. So we just, a gift from God.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm gonna get into that now. Like this. So if you guys want to check out and hear more, tune in to part 2. Because this is where we're gonna go and talk about really getting into the
nitty-gritty.
restaurant. Yes. Yes. So we're gonna see y'all later. What's up, Louisiana? Thanks for watching another episode of Louisiana On Fire. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Oh, and don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified for the next episode.